Hello there, this is Patson. If you've been following me during the summer, you have seen my D-50 and D-05 videos where I just play around with different sounds and have them connected together. And I thought that some of you may be interested in how these are connected. So here's a short tutorial. The obvious things: D-05, D-50 and the programmer PG-1000. So I thought that how could I use all of these together? And so what I did was, first I hooked the D-05 to the D-50 because I wanted to use this as a sound bank for the D-50 and use them both together. So this goes from MIDI out to MIDI in on the D-50. And the obvious thing is that you have to have them on the same channel, same MIDI channel. Well, and then from the D-50 it goes MIDI out to MIDI in on the PG-1000. And then, because I want to use them together, I have it from the MIDI out to the MIDI in on the D-05. So MIDI out from the PG-1000 to MIDI in on the D-05. And then it works nicely. Then there's a setting in the D-05. In function, I think. Let's see, maybe not. Yes, function and the funk setting, where you can, or could you? Maybe in the MIDI, let's see. Yes, there's the sync auto. So if you change sound on the D-05, it sends the whole sound to the D-50. And that's nice. So then you can just play around. From a dark Oberheim sound to a CS80 Nectar. And this is nice, of course. And then another thing to keep in mind, if you have local on the D-50 and everything, it will create a MIDI loop. So every time you hit the keys, you will actually hit double keys. Because when you play here, it sends out the instructions through the PG-1000 to the D-05, play this sound or this tone, and the D-05 sends it back to the D-50, play this tone. So if you play it with the local on, it will actually trigger a double tone, which will sound strange every now and then. And to avoid that, turn the local off on the D-50. It will still send the instructions which tone I'm playing, but it won't double trigger it. And then it was nice that I could change the sound here, and it sent the instructions to the D-05 and the D-50. But I realized pretty fast that I couldn't start editing the sound I chose here. For example, soft Oberheim sound. It always went from the situation I had here on the PG-1000, and when I pressed parameter request, it just generated an error. And since I don't read manuals, I did some trial and error and realized that if I connect a MIDI cable from the true out from the D50 into the parameter in on the PG-1000, then I can use the parameter request on the PG-1000 to get the sound I'm playing, which is then editable on the PG-1000. So an example. Now I have this soft Oberheim pad 2 sound, which is really nice, and you could play like this, and now I want to edit the sound. So I press parameter request. It asks the parameters from the D50. And now, if I thought that the cutoff was too much, and then it's also easy to see on the PG-1000 the previous value for the things that you just adjusted. So now if I thought that I had too much of cutoff, I will just back to the original. And if I think that the sound is too long, and this is really nice. An interesting difference between the D-05 and the D-50 is that I can't use the program in real time on the D-50. So if I make a change, let's just take the sound from and make a change to a parameter. It's the next key press that will make it react to the changes. However, on the D-05 it will react in real time, so I could actually make some sweeps or play with the filter in real time, just keeping the chord and play around with that. But of course, if you are fortunate enough to have both the D-50 and the D-05 and the PG-1000 programmer, you can hook them up in this way and utilize them in real time. Or to create really wide pads, you can just layer them on top of each other. As I've done right now. Well, this was a short demo of how I set this up to be able to play both the D-05 or D-50, or either or, when I did the videos earlier where I just tested the sounds. And so if you have these nice instruments and a programmer, you can set it up in this way. Or you can probably also use some software programmer and hook it up in the same way. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this short tutorial of how to set up the D-50 to the D-05 to the D-50 and to the PG-1000 programmer, and use them all interconnected to each other. Please like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching. Happy playing. See you soon again. Bye.